Now coming to the levels in which the currencies are expected to make the swings. So the low could be in this week 1.06 and they came down to 1.0579 yesterday during the week beginning false move and then started gaining the level. They've gone up to that of 1.0650 now and slowly they are expected to gain the level. And in the case of GBP, they came down to 1.2314. Their low was estimated low was 1.2325 and quickly they are expected to gain more levels. Then in the case of yen, they went up to 111.19 but 110.75 was their arithmetically calculated high and they are expected to come down and set the low as 107 or even lower, depends upon the long liquidation. Now they are holding high and building sell positions in the case of USD yen. But technically it will appear that it could go further higher. That is how they create the market sentiment. USDCHF 0.98, they could come down from that of 1.01 level and they set the high as 1.0115 yesterday and then started making the slide and slowly they are expected to come down. Then in the case of Canadian dollar, they have come down yesterday as well as today and set the low as 1.3386. They could come down to 1.32 level and the high could be 1.35. They set the high as 1.3414 yesterday. And in the case of Australian dollar, 0.7311 was the yesterday's low and then estimated low was 1.7325 and they could go up to 1.7650, 1.7382 so far they have done it and they have gained further up to 99. So in all you come across that they set the lows and they are expected to gain the levels. In the case of denominator currencies, they set the high and they are expected to reach the low. So you will come across in all USD weakening move in this week. But next week, they will make all contrarian moves for the monthly trend reversal time. And at that time, you could come across that Euro rising, USD yen rising, or GBP dropping, USDCHF dropping. That sort of moves they are expected to make as contrarian moves. So keep in mind that when they make contrarian move, even now you come across a contrarian move, but it's a nominal nature. Euro is showing negative net change, GBP is showing positive net change. Euro is showing negative net change and USDN is showing negative net change. These are all the contrarian moves they are making. So they will make such contrarian moves. That means a pair making USD gaining, another pair making USD weakening move. And that is referred as a contrarian move. And overall, they don't make USD gaining or the USD weakening move during such time. So such contrarian moves are expected to happen during next week and then following it during the month of December and January. They are expected to make the yearly trend reversal moves. And during the yearly trend reversal, you will come across very quick extended stop and moves and aggressive moves. And such aggressive moves, normally they make it in order to induce the traders to make distress selling or distress buying and distress short covering or distress long liquidation, and thereby the traders lose heavily. And whenever anybody who has lost their account, we just ask them what is the time during which they lost their accounts. And you will come across 99% of the traders, those who do overtrade, say that during the month end and the month beginning time, they have lost their account. Or during the year end time, their account was closed due to margin call. So the players make such moves mainly to bring in the margin call or close that account and accumulate all such deposits as their profit.